This man cannot remain in power.
Mr. President, were you calling for regime change?
No.
President Biden in the White House in damage control mode, frantically walking back that comment he made about Putin's regime. But our next guest warns the damage is already done. Arizona GOP Congressman Andy Biggs joins us now. Good morning, Congressman.
Good morning, Ainsley.
Good morning. We've seen a lot of, when it comes to the recent happenings in Russia, Ukraine, we've seen some gaffes. The minor incursion, the sanctions not meant to deter, and now this over the weekend. Putin can't remain in power. Can the White House save face, or is it too late?
I think in this instance it's probably too late, because you couple that with the chemical weapons statement that he made and troops on the ground in Ukraine statement that he made. And you know, Ainsley, when you have French President Macron actually chastising Biden's comments regarding Putin and explaining exactly why, that it's going to cause trouble getting a ceasefire and then a withdrawal, then you know that we've probably stepped over the line there with President Biden's comments.
I know that a few congressmen, you're one of them, you've written a letter to Christopher Wray with the FBI. They had this FBI internal audit, and it was highly redacted. It found 747 compliance errors, 353 separate cases, and sensitive investigative matters. What are you asking? What does that letter say?
Well, we're asking specifically that they unredact the information that they took out, because, as you say, it was heavily redacted. But the report did mention that there were things like search warrant and other procedural errors. And we really need to get to the bottom of that. And then the other aspect to it, Ainsley, is that Christopher Wray was before Congress and testifying that they always follow these predicates and these rules. Well, we need to find out if they've actually corrected these, who was targeted, why they were targeted, and how these errors might have in fact impacted these investigations.
What is your biggest concern?
My biggest concern is that we have an ongoing lack of trust by not just members of Congress, but the public with the police apparatus of the United States government, especially the FBI.
Congressman, they sent us a statement. They said the FBI takes compliance very seriously, especially when it comes to sensitive investigative matters, which is why in 2019 we conducted an internal audit of those matters. While the number of deviations from the FBI approval, notification, and administrative requirements noted in the report is unacceptable, we began implementing important changes in training and awareness, raising awareness even prior to assurance of the report, and we remain committed to ensuring all personnel adhere to our internal investigative and operational guidelines. Is that satisfactory to you?
Not really. It's kind of a vague response, isn't it? I mean, they don't talk specifically about half of the people that they've investigated were public officials. We don't know what the predicates were for that. If they even had predicates, we don't know what they've done specifically to correct these problems. We don't know if there's been disciplinary action taken. We don't know if these affected investigations, and ultimately whether any charges would be brought based on some of the errors that they found.
Congressman, thank you. Please let us know how it turns out.
Will do. Thanks, Ainsley.
All right. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.